Hello everyone, I'm Sir Kneif, and welcome to a vlog. That's right, I'm actually doing a PUBG vlog commentary. I just watched Chan's, or Chance's 9, depending on how you like to refer to him as, his Let's Talk video, and this is kind of what this video is inspired by. I feel like it's something I should have done already, just to kind of talk to you guys. I've been on YouTube for 3 years, have nearing 400 videos, and I really haven't had a video that I've kept. I know I've deleted one because I hated it, where I've just talked and said what was going on and what's happening with the channel. So Chan, thank you very much for the idea, and I'm sorry but that I should have done this sooner. So for those who don't know, I've been hit with 2 hurricanes. One full-on hurricane, Hurricane Florence. I live in North Carolina. That was pretty bad. We went without power, and the internet got really shit after we got power back on, and then we finally start recovering a little bit. My city didn't get hit really that bad. We lost power for a little bit. Nothing too bad. So I couldn't upload then. Well, then Hurricane Michael came from Florida, and we got hit with a lot of the rain and storm. We lost power again, and the internet is currently shit. I mean, absolutely bonkers. I take about an hour and a half to upload a video. No biggie, right? An hour and a half, it's not too bad. Could be better. But it takes me 9.5 hours to upload a video now. 9.5 hours. And no matter what game I play, I'm experiencing some major shit connection. You can already see that PUBG's trying to tell me stop playing. You got shit connection. So that's why I haven't really been uploading these past 3 weeks, because they have been back to back. We literally just got out of Hurricane Florence. And then Hurricane Michael sent up there, tropical depression or whatever the hell the news people call it. So that's why I've only uploaded 9 videos in the past 3 weeks to a month. But I got thinking about this. I was like, yeah, let's do an update on that. And then I decided to look through my channel, and I realized, like, I'm really bad at completing series or ending a series and not giving an explanation to what's going on. And I have some series that need explaining because they just kind of haven't had another video. I always said that I was going to do, oh yeah, another video or something like that, and then just nothing ever happens. So I'm going to address those series in this video as soon as I kill this person. So some of those series consist of Amnesia Machine for Pigs. I did episode 1, had a blast playing it. Well, what happened to it, you might ask yourself? I can't get OBS to record it anymore. I don't know why. This isn't actually my fault this time. A Machine for Pigs crashes every time I hit start recording, and I'm still troubleshooting and I'm still working on it. I got to record for about 5 minutes last time, which is a big improvement from crashing instantly. But I'm literally probably 4 episodes in worth. I recorded all of them, and when I first noticed the problem, the video got corrupted when I was recording it, and my game started lagging really bad. And then when I try to record the next episode, it crashes. Oh shit. That hurt. I'm deaf. Where'd that nade come from? What the hell was that? It's been a while since I've played PUBG, so I don't know what all they've added. Anyways, back to that. So I'm still working on the Amnesia Machine for Pigs is not done. I still plan on uploading lots of videos, and I plan on finishing it. Adrenaline shots apparently don't regen health no more. That's fine. But moving on, next series, The Forest. 20 episodes into The Forest. I loved every bit of it, and then I just kind of stopped. I ended up binging too much of The Forest, like way too much. Those 20 episodes were probably recorded in about a 2-week period, but it wasn't like I spent 2 weeks or 14 days recording 20 episodes. No, it was 10 episodes one night, 10 episodes the next night. And I really tired myself out on it. Woohoo. So that's why there hasn't been another Forest video. But I do plan on recording more. Trust me, I will record more of it. I've actually already got an idea set up for the next video. I've been I've been playing off camera, getting stuff prepared for the next time I sit down to record. So episode 21 of The Forest, I believe it's 21, will actually be coming out probably within the next week or so, depending on how my internet decides to act. Let's see, what else? Yes. Outlast 2. For those who don't know, I was given a copy of Outlast 2 by a fan, Car4RK. Thank you very much. He's pretty much, you could say he's sponsoring that series. He provided the game and shit, and he wants me to play it, and I do plan on playing it. I've had the game for over a month now. The problem is that me and Andy, we play the game as kind of a co-op series. For those who don't know, I live stream it to his computer through Discord, and the live stream is almost perfect. It's like 0.1 seconds off. So our reactions are live together, and it's really good series. And we both had a lot of laughs, and we got scared easily, and all this other shit. Well, he's back in school now, and he's hella busy. So we haven't actually had time to do any recording together. And he's also in Alaska, so he's 4 hours off. So that makes things a little more difficult for us. All right, I'm just gonna keep on running by this guy. He couldn't hit the side of a barn. So Outlast 2 will be coming. We just gotta have a moment of free time. Hopefully his he'll get his schedule calmed down. Maybe Christmas break. I know that's a while. You know, it's another month and a half for him. But if Outlast 2's got to wait a month and a half for me to be able to play it with him, I'll make it wait just so we could get the full experience together. Because that's what Outlast became. It became our series. Like, that is our thing. And he told me that I could record without him if I needed it to the content and really need to record and stuff. And as much as I would like to record it, I can't. That became our thing, and it's a lot of fun to play with him on that. So that's news on Outlast 2. Sadly, I had to back burner it. Okay, did this guy decide to nosy on out? I don't see him. I'm very thirsty for some reason. I already drank a whole bottle of water within less than a minute. And we got another one here, and it's almost empty. Next series, Concluse. I did 3 episodes of Concluse. Loved it. PlayStation 1 graphics, you know, kind of an older style horror game. I was very creeped out by it. Certain indie horror games just get to me. I mean, like the last one, Kushisaki Yana, or Slit Mouth Woman or something. I think that was a translation. That's a rough translation. But that game really got me really bad. For those who've watched it, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. But I just fell out of Concluse. I'm going to finish it. I am. Every time I go to sit down, it's like, all right, let's do this. And then I hit record, and then just wasn't into it. I'd like botch my intro and just was like, man, I really don't want to do this. And it's not even the game. It's me as a person. Like, I would fall out of the idea of doing it myself, even though the game was amazing and it was very scary. Even though nothing's happened, it's been a very terrifying experience for me to play that because nothing is happening. So, Concluse developers, I doubt you'll watch this, but I know one of the devs, I think, tweeted out one of my videos. Someone tweeted out one of my videos who was linked to Concluse and stuff. I do plan on finishing the game, and the game so far has been amazing. Let's see. Next, A Lust for Darkness. Oh yeah, this is a long list. A Lust for Darkness. I did 2 videos on it. I made clickbait titles. Got almost 1,000 views on the first one, like 400 on the next one. Mwah, best work I've ever done. Besides, ticks galore sitting at 5,000 views. Oh yeah. But I spent half an hour in that bedroom trying to figure out how to get out. Couldn't figure out how to progress at the end of episode 2. At the end of episode 2, I think I spent a couple minutes trying to figure it out, but I cut a lot of it out. About a day or 2 later, I went back to record, and I spent another half an hour trying to figure it out. And I know it's really simple. I know the way out is really simple. I'm retarded when it comes to these games. And if I can't get past a puzzle for over half an hour, I get really sad, and I start questioning my IQ and why I do this shit. So that's kind of why I haven't been doing A Lust for Darkness shit. I made myself depressed because I probably couldn't find something that was really, really simple and obvious. And I honestly hate that I'm saying this in the video and I'm adding this, letting you guys know that I'm a retard and just could not figure out what to do in that room. But I will. I plan on going back. Hell, tomorrow I'm planning on knocking out a couple of these series that I'm going to be talking about, getting a couple things done. Alright. Can we have some, like... Oh, no, I guess I'm okay. I could really use a second gun besides a shotgun. I'm not the best with a shotgun. No one's been in this house. What the hell? Oh, well. Alright, let's see. What else should we talk about? Far Cry 5. Co-op series with Andy. 16 episodes in? 16? I think the last one was, He's So Cute or something like that. It was Peaches. We saved Peaches. And I was doing that series fully with Andy. We weren't playing without each other or anything like that. And we were and I was doing like a major event. One episode per major event. Saving a companion, progressing through a mission or two together. That's what I was trying to keep it as. And we made it to the second region and did like the first mission or two with the prison. And that was it. That's all we did. And then we kind of never brought it back up. I don't know if he fell out of it or I fell out of it. I still want to do it. So I don't know if he fell out of it or maybe it's just my fault for not bringing anything up. But as soon as his schedule clears, there should be some more Far Cry 5. I can't make no promises on that one because that one depends on Andy whether or not he wants to do it. And if he doesn't, I shall finish the series solo. It may not be as entertaining because I'm a terrible like solo commentator. So we'll just have to see how it goes. But if Andy does decide to do it, the moment we get some free time, we'll be hitting out some Outlast 2 and some Far Cry 5. I had to look down to see the name, even though I was in the middle of talking about it. See, terrible commentator. Hello? Oh, okay. Good, I didn't want to fight anybody. I'm scared. The Long Dark, a series I started 4 months ago, I think. A couple months ago, I don't remember. And I was wacky in the first episode, and I was told by a couple of my friends that it was pretty good and it was funny. And then I started playing the game, and I got bored. I flat out got bored of The Long Dark. It had a very unique art style, very unique cutscene, and I really liked the cutscene. I really did. And as far as story go, I didn't make it far enough to really keep up with the story or care about the story. I didn't make it very far in the story to be like, oh yeah, that guy does this and she does that and all this other stuff. But yeah. So I made it to the second episode and I proceeded to record the third episode, and I am really blue. I just noticed that I am really blue. There we go. That's a little bit better. That should be better. I made the third episode and my microphone didn't record because I have a very weird arm stand. Hello. There we go. I can knock out the cable very easily in this microphone. It's sitting on the bottom. I got it wrapped around an arm so I don't have all the cables draining down all over my mouse pad, getting in my way. And if I so much as pull this cable or this arm stand the wrong way, the microphone gets unplugged and I don't pay attention. Even if it just nestles a little bit out, it may look like it's plugged in. It's out. And my microphone didn't record, which kind of was actually okay with me because it kind of was like, oh, thank God, I don't need to post this episode. I was so bored throughout the whole episode. So I kind of just decided to ditch the series. Long Dark just wasn't my cup of tea, and it's nothing wrong with the developers. That's just more of me. The game, it was very unique in its own way. As I said, unique art style, cutscenes, and I could definitely see it being unique, but when it comes to a survival game like that, I need something to do, like more than just real life survival. You know, it was just wolves and deer, and there could have been some kind of secret monster for all I know, but that's not for me. I liked 7 Days to Die or Don't Starve. If I was better at Don't Starve, I'd probably play it more. But like games that have monsters and it's not super, like not based on like real life situation, you know? Give me a real life situation like I need to eat, drink, stay warm, sleep, burn calories. That one, the calories was a bit hard for me, but I liked it. I just didn't like that it had no kind of fantasy to it or fiction, whatever you want to call it. No monsters. That's what kind of bummed me out with The Long Dark, and so that one's on me. That's nothing wrong with the game or the developers. That's just it wasn't my cup of tea. So there's nothing that can be do. Great English. been living in America for 18 years. I only speak English. Occasionally a random foreign word here and there, but I can't speak English. But yeah, that is that for the long dark. Let's see what else we got. Oxen free. If I cannot get tongue tied on my words, I said I beat Oxen free, by the way, so at least I beat that series. But I said that I would go back and because there was things I missed. I missed collecting all the papers. And I think it unlocked a secret ending. I don't know. Don't quote me on that. But I wanted to get all the secret papers that's hidden around the world. Once you find the first one, they pop up and you're supposed to like backtrack and shit. I didn't do that. I also said I was going to go back and get the other endings, which I failed to do miserably. Oh shit. I wasn't aware this is such a popular spot. I had no idea this was such a popular spot. Sorry for going dark there for a bit. Need to focus, need to focus. If I just get this last person over here, I'll be fine. Ah! A revolver? Does that much damage? They didn't even headshot me. Oh, gee. Developers, what are you doing? I don't really care. No, not spectate. Get me out of here. So, that auction free. There we go. I got a list in front of me, and I'm reading it terribly. Auction free. I don't know. I started going back through it, and unless a game has me hooked and a lot of replayability, I don't like replaying it at all. I'm kind of a beat it and go on. Games like 7 Days to Die, Mass Effect, Resident Evil, depending on which one we're talking about. Where's some other games I've replayed a lot of? Halo, that had great replayability. I don't know, games like that where I can go back and replay, and like in Mass Effect it was always, you know, maybe I tried this story route, or maybe I tried to save everyone, or maybe I tried to kill everyone, or hell, I found a mission I didn't even know about. 7 days. Let's not build a base this way, let's build it that way. Auction free was more just kind of like I could change up the way I talked and maybe picked a different companion, because I knew that was an option. I picked someone to go with me when I could have took someone else. But from what I recall, everyone was actually saved in my auction free playthrough. And I didn't go back for the ending where I let my friends die. I chose to sacrifice myself, and then that was it. I just didn't really feel like playing it, so I'm sorry if some of you guys wanted to see said other ending, but I don't think I'll play. Maybe one day. Maybe one day in the far off distance, or it could be next week for all I know. I could be like, hey, let's go back to auction free. I had to reinstall it and probably replay through everything instead of loading from a checkpoint, but I'll put that on a back burner. Let's not call it off the board just yet, but don't get your hopes up for it. And I'm sorry if people really wanted to see it. Let's drop here. Next on the list, Minecraft, a 16-ish part series on a mod pack that I created with Andy. It was really kind of an idea that wasn't going to be a series. Andy, it all started with I don't know why I'm giving you guys so much backstory to this, but the hell with it. This is chill hour basically right now. Basically, I got on my computer one day and Chan and Andy were playing on a server. They had a 1.12 server, whatever. I was like, yeah, you know, hit me up. And this is straight up vanilla. All vanilla. I've played Minecraft for thousands and thousands of hours. I've owned it since it came out on Xbox 360. I bought it way back. I bought it like 6 years ago on the PC. I have played it from the ground up to where it is today. And most of my time playing it was actually vanilla. Phone? Oh, it's a YouTube alert. Okay. But yeah, basically vanilla. When I was younger, I didn't know how mods work. I knew that people were doing something to their games, but I didn't know what they were doing. I would watch YouTube videos of these guys playing Fallout 3, and they would have like thousands of guns that were in Fallout 3. And I was like, what the hell? How did they do that? And you know, now I'm like a modding expert. I know a lot of shit now about games that most people probably don't even know. But I like the past 2 years, I've been hitting the hell out of mods. So vanilla Minecraft, let's be honest, people, it has some cool stuff, but Mojang, they're really slow with updates when it comes to like adding stuff that's interesting. Mojang is really bad about keeping Minecraft interesting because it doesn't take long. You could really do a lot, like almost everything in Minecraft. And that's where I started playing like mod packs. And originally what got me back into Minecraft was I bought my dad a PC, or we bought my dad a PC, and I bought him a copy of Minecraft and got him into it. And he started wanting to know how mods work, and then at the time I knew how mods work, so I showed him how to do it. We started playing mod packs and shit. And oh my god, like we got way into it. And it got to the point where like every day he was off, we would play a mod pack. Holy shit, is that gonna give away my position? Ah well. But it got to the point where we basically playing every day off he had. I'd like move my computer out of my bedroom. By the way, my computer is almost 40 pounds. This shit's heavy. And a lot of cables. I got a lot of shit hooked up to this computer. Recording equipment, drawing equipment, everything's hooked up to this computer. Anyways, so when I got on their server, there's a long story just for that, but yeah, whatever. I got bored within a week. We played and played and played, and like I really liked what Chan had going, and I meant no disrespect to just kind of up and leave on his server, and I hope he knows that like he was the king of the world, and we were kind of supposed to be doing like a bit of a role play medieval, like you could say. He was the king. We didn't pay taxes or anything like that, and he really didn't say much when it came to ruling. We were all allowed to do what we wanted to do, but when it came down to like a really big thing for the whole world, we'd have to like go through him and stuff, which is kind of cool. I started playing it, and I started mining, and I built myself a big ass castle. I built myself a nice little house to go inside of it, and I got bored. It didn't take long. I didn't want to fight the Ender Dragon. I didn't want to fight the Wither. So I know how to fight them. Diamond armor, potions, whatever. I convinced Chan to add some mods. We got Tinker's Constructs and just some miscellaneous shit. And it was really cool, but it wasn't enough to satisfy me. I needed more. I'm a mod whore. My Fallout games, 300 plus mods. Skyrim, 400 plus mods. I'm a dirty whore when it comes to mods. So I never joined back. I got bored. The last thing I remember doing was Chan and Andy got into a little bit of a nitpick about something. It wasn't anything like major. It was something in game. And I think Andy wanted to add a ring a mod that added flight or something like that with rings. And he ended up back talking Chan, and Chan didn't like it. So Chan gave me TNT, and I blew up part of Andy's tower. That was the last time I played it. I'm probably still, if the server's still alive, I'm probably still outside Andy's tower, holding the fuse in my hand. Just like caught red-handed. But luckily the king gave me permission to do it, so I'm immune. So I started talking to Andy, and he's like, dude, if we could figure out how to get a mod pack to go, that would be amazing. I couldn't figure out how to get a mod pack to go at all. Every time I would get it started, I would have a VGUI error or something like that. I don't remember the exact error. I looked into it, and the error I was having was mod packs put their own display menus, like a GUI and things like that. Graphics heads up something, I don't remember. Graphics interface or something like that. It was a while ago. Okay, please forgive me. I don't remember all the acronyms. But basically, it was talking about like when you open up the main menu or you access a chest, that kind of stuff. That's what I was having issues with. It couldn't load it. So I said, all right, what can I do? What can I do? I was like, you know what? I'll make my own. Well, okay. I'll make my own mod pack. Let's do that. I threw in almost 200 mods, I think. 150 to 200. I don't remember. You'd have to like watch the first episode, I think. I tell you how many mods are in there. There's a lot of mods. And I made a quest book. I spent 5 days writing a quest book and working on mods. Like, Andy wanted to do this, and then I want to do this, but honestly, I was like, it was something I didn't want to do initially because it's a lot of work. But then when Andy told me he was like really down with the idea, I'm like, all right, I gotta do this for my friend. And then I'm glad I did because I ended up enjoying it a lot. Oof. So 5 days later, we started, and I'm used to hard mod packs. Andy, not so much. We got in about 16 episodes, and it got to the point where I was posting hour and a half long episodes of me doing shit. Me trying to remember how to hook up a computer system was like the longest video ever, because I've only ever hooked up a computer system one time at that point in the series. I was trying to remember how my dad showed me how to do it. And it just seemed like Andy was really getting bored, and then it was a lot for him. Like, one of the quests is collect like 100 billion cobblestone and collect 1 billion infinity ingots, which is a very hard ingot to get if you've played mods for Minecraft 1.7. But I'm not gonna get too much into that. Basically, it got kind of overwhelming, I believe, for him, and he wasn't super into it when I brought up the idea to play it again. And a couple months later, he said, hey, let's play Minecraft, but not our recording world. And I was like, okay, that was kind of my clue or hint from him saying that he doesn't really enjoy that no more. And we basically made a second world, and we just kind of just played. I was the king of the world. I made ships. I ran a store. We had all sorts of shit. We spent a lot of time on that. And Chan even came over and joined us. So it all kind of worked in the end until everyone else kind of got bored of the server. And the reason everyone else got bored was because, like, no one knew what to do. And we also binged it for a month straight. So there's that. Move! Did someone took my car? What it sounds like. Oh no, that's a motorcycle. That's a doom buggy. Well, I popped his tires out. So yeah, that's Minecraft. You know, I feel bad for ranting about so long, but man, I like it. I like this. This is kind of a chill. I should do more of these. Just talk. Play games and talk. But probably next time we do this, I won't have a list, which really sucks. I need a list to talk about. That's my problem. Chan wants to do podcasts and things like that, and I'm down for podcasts. Do podcasts. I will be your man. I could talk for hours. Give me something to talk about. And some of the problems with me and Chan, and you throw Andy in the mix too, because Chan's more like Andy, or Andy's more like Chan than he is me. I'm out of the loop in the real world. I know nothing that's going on in the real world when it comes down to culture or anything like movies and things like that. I don't watch movies. I don't remember the last time I actually watched a movie. It was probably when Deadpool first came to theaters. And before that was probably a couple years. I watch TV. I watch Netflix. I watch the same 6 shows. And that's it. I'm not a big TV person. I watch YouTube a lot. A lot of the people that I respect and love watching are on YouTube. They constantly post content, and I'm always watching. I'm always trying to learn from these guys and like how to better myself for my fans and just how to make better content in general. So that's where most of my time goes. But Chan and Andy's very rarely on YouTube. What I got, he does not watch a lot of YouTube. He watches YouTube, just nothing like I watch. And Chan seems to have cut back on his YouTube. He's been really getting into a lot of movies. He's always been into movies. It's just, it seems like his YouTube hours have definitely cut back some. So that's where, like, that's what I get to talk about, is like YouTube or games and things like that. And these guys talk about, oh, you know, this movie that came out, man, had blah 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 actor in it. So I need a list, but I also need a list that like I can talk to you on, because I think there was one part in my stream. We were doing Rocket League and we were talking. All of us were talking. I think Paul was even there too. They got started on something and I remained quiet for over 30 minutes on my own live stream. I didn't say a word on my own live stream because I had no idea what the hell was going on. And I didn't want that in a podcast. I don't want to be the guy who sits there for half an hour like, yeah, I'm here. You know, don't mind me, guys. You continue having fun. But I know it's also partly my fault because I don't, you know, they can't help that I don't watch it, but I also can't help that I'm not into today's culture. And that's what Paul and Chang say, that I'm not well in the culture category. But yeah, that's a little bit on that. What were we talking about? Podcasts with Chan and stuff. Next thing on the list, going down the list. If this guy comes out. Compilations. Hey, asshole, that was close. Luckily, this guy's a bad shot. Alright, now could you stop? You're not gonna... No, stop. You're embarrassing yourself in a video. Stop. Oh boy. This poor guy. I want to wait for this guy in the house to come out, but whatever. Compilations. I've done 6 PUBG compilations. I've done 1 horror compilation, and I've done 1 siege compilation. And those videos have all done very well. I think even one of my PUBG ones has near over 1,000 views, and like that's kind of mind-blowing. I'm a guy with 141 subs now, and like most of the time when I post those, I was like 136, 130. Like, I don't expect to get views like that, and then like my siege one has up to like 50, so like that's kind of mind-blowing for me as a person with not a lot of viewers to get 50 views on a video. I expect like 6. And then like one of my horror videos I posted recently get like 60 views on it. Dark Deception. Like, wow, that's amazing. The problem with compilations is they take a lot of work. And I'm not afraid to, you know, put in the work or anything like that. Don't get me wrong. I am willing to go. I am very bad when it comes to text. Putting text down. Text kind of... I've been getting better. I've definitely been getting better at doing text. But the other thing that puts me down is when I did it with my horror compilation, my first horror compilation. I was talking, sir. My first horror compilation took me over a month. Over a month to make. And now, like, all my PUBG compilations, those are like videos gathered from like from the beginning of the month to the end of the month, and then the start of the next month I start editing, and it takes me 2 weeks to edit everything. Basically, like, my first horror compilation that took over a month to do, I spent like 3 weeks watching every single video up to a certain point that I've ever posted in horror category. I stopped at my Resident Evil 7 series, which I just did like last year. I started from beginning of my channel all the way up, and I went through and I had to watch like 20-minute videos of my annoying voice. I had to listen to my annoying voice for 20 to 30 minutes while editing said video years ago. Then to now listen to my annoying self. Like, 15-year-old me was a bitch back then. He was so annoying, and I haven't changed. I'm still a bitch. I'm still annoying. That makes me upset. So 3 weeks of watching that, and then another week of actually, after I've picked them, having to download the videos and add, like, get them all in order the way I want them, and cut them, and do any transitions that I want. Then it came down to do text. And my first compilation video, I did your generic white text, and it did well. I know several of my friends told me they liked it, and a couple fans like, yeah, it's pretty good. And I had people on Reddit, it's like, yeah, keep up the grind, man, good work. And it's like, man, that felt really good. And I believe the next one I did was PUBG, and PUBG was worse than those, I felt, because I would basically play PUBG during live streams, and I would have a shadow play, not the shadow play, a specific shadow play. I found one in the woods. Captured like the last 5 to 10 minutes of my gameplay, and after one game session, I could have 20 to 30 clips. That's 300 minutes if it's 30 clips. And that's from one game session. That's if I decide to go through it. If I decide to wait a couple weeks, I could have like near 2,000 minutes of just footage. Most of it's worthless. Most of it's like, funny. And like, all right, why did I clip that? That was funny to me, but no one else laughed. Nothing else happened. And it's pointless in the video. So those like 7 PUBG, those are like, there could have been thousands of other clips. Thousands of clips that could have been in those videos. That's why like PUBG and Siege is really hard for me. I have enough Siege clips to do another one. I just don't want to go through it and watch them because I'm going to get sad that I have to delete all of them. That's my problem with doing games that I play for streams. Horror games, I'm always doing horror games. I love horror games. Horror games love me. They make me piss myself. and I'm sure people enjoy watching me scream like a little bitch, like in the last horror video. Those I download, I take parts where I scream like a little bitch, put them in a big compilation, throw text on the screen, done. But with the PUBG, I have to decide whether or not it's funny because, like, it's PUBG. What the hell could be so funny? Like, this game is not comedy. There are comedy moments, but the whole idea is just either hanging out with your friends and just dicking around trying to get some kills, or you're trying to actually win. And one of my problems with PUBG is I'm too serious when it came to PUBG. And I wouldn't, like, really get mad at my friends or anything like we lost. I'd hate myself. Why couldn't you do better? And I ended up pissing off a lot of my friends. I think I pissed off all three of my friends. I say it like my friends, like I have several, but it's just three main friends really, who played PUBG with me. I pretty much pissed off everyone I played PUBG with because I was the guy who would get 9 to 10 kills in a match and punch myself in the dick and say, why couldn't I do better? That's the kind of person I am. Because, you know, just screw me and whatever I think, why couldn't I do better is how I see it. And I feel like I don't think that's the reason why a lot of my friends don't play PUBG no more. I don't even really play PUBG. I know the reasons, like, for a couple of them they just kind of fell out of it, but I feel like in the back of my mind that some of it is kind of like me, because they would get 2 to 3 kills, and there's nothing wrong playing PUBG and get 2 to 3 kills. Not everyone's going to get 10 kills, and I wouldn't even get 10 kills every match. But they kept yelling at me saying, "You're good at this game, shut the hell up," and I'm like, I'm sorry. And so I feel like part of my mind is me beating myself up, and it kind of pissed them off a little bit. I know it pissed them off. I don't know if it led to them quitting or not. Because I was just that guy. He's like, man, why can't I do better? 10 kills. Last to be alive out of the whole group. Homeboy got a shotgun. I got a handgun. Through this shit, I'm out. Oh shit, there's another house there. Hey, dipshit. There's a big ass window there. Did you know that? Yeah. 5 windows. Pay attention. You're lucky you had level 3 helmet, you wouldn't have lived. That's my problem with PUBG and Siege. Siege is the same way. I'm not the guy who's like, oh, why can't I do better? It's just hard finding things that I find funny in Siege. That's why I don't know if I'm going to be posting another... Ooh, thought Game Crash was saying. I don't know if I'm going to be posting another Siege compilation. I have the clips. I want to post it. I really do. But I want to make sure it's funny. And I'm sure that these clips are funny to someone out there, but I want them to be funny to me. And I feel like that's my biggest issue right now, is holding me back on a lot of these. I probably could have pumped out another 4 or 5 PUBG episodes. I probably could have gotten another 3 Siege episodes out. They weren't funny to me, and I hate that. I also do best moments, which don't happen often. So let's not discuss that for Siege. That does not happen often in Siege. Jump, jump, jump. Jump, jump, jump. We got a jumper, boys! Woohoo! I'm a hacker, aren't I? But you're probably yelling at me right now, but I have voice chat muted. Next on the list, 7 days to die. And this is last item on the list, so yeah. We'll see how long I can keep this topic going. 7 days to die. Talk about how I felt about the series, and then I'll tell you what's going on with 7 days to die. Mwah, I love that game. That game is awesome. That game is shit and full of bugs, but I love it. The developers could definitely do a lot more. I've tried developing games, and I've taken Unity classes. I've done RPG Maker, I've done Unity, I've done Unreal Engine, like I've dabbled in stuff. I've never fully committed like I should have. I have an idea for an RPG game on the RPG Maker that I do plan on seeing down. I mean, I plan on like hitting it shit hard. But I also know, just from my little dabble into the game world, I know it's a bitch. I know it's hard to make a game. But I can also, still being a fan of the game and being a consumer of their product, feel like they need to do more. Never heard that guy before. and they're really slow in the updates, but like they post like one major update a year. Like we've been on Alpha 16, which is the latest build, for over a year, I think. And it's really sad to see such a great game being what the sh... No. Must be confetti. It must have been celebrating the year dead or something. I don't know. But seeing such a great game being held back by the developers is always sad. And they've recently been talking about like the newest post and like, yeah, look at this, and it's like a video, and it's like, I love that you're posting a video, but like I don't even think they have a beta out for people to help play it. They're just playing it themselves with their own small team, from what I've gathered. I can't say everything 100% or anything like that, but it's like one guy who's doing the videos. I'm sure there's other people playtesting it, but I feel like if they went ahead and released what they have, they could fix stuff a lot faster and find stuff fast. They claim that they're holding it back to get a lot of stuff fixed, and I feel like if you let the players play it sooner, we could have found the stuff sooner. Or maybe they're just really struggling at fixing it. I don't know, but the developers are actually kind of holding the game back at the moment. And don't take my opinion too much if a developer ever watches, or someone watching this and you play 7 Days to Die, because like I'm a gamer. I'm not a developer. I can't put myself in their shoes fully. So I'm kind of torn in between. You should do better and work harder, developers, and work. I don't want to say faster, because faster you can get sloppy, but I feel like over a year without an update is really bad. But also know that like your game is amazing and you've done a lot of good work for it. And if you keep at it, you're going to have one of the best zombie survival games, in my opinion, of all time. So the actual series, I loved every bit of it. Me and Andy, I think I bought him a copy of it. I think I did. I don't remember. That doesn't matter. But like one night I was like, yo, let's do this. So one of us bought it for him. He either bought it for himself or I bought it, and we were like, dude, we should do this. And it was like, yeah, let's do this. So upon doing said series, we fell in love with the idea of doing it, and everything was like, because I owned 7 Days for a long time, almost a year before he had bought it, and I played it. I played for about 16 hours. The first 5 or 6 was on a really laggy computer that could not run it. This was before I knew anything about games and computers, and like graphics card needs to be this, or CPU needs to be this, you need this much RAM and shit. You know, now I'm like, yeah, now I'm like, boom. Yeah, now I'm like, oh yeah, you need this, that, do this, upgrade this, you can do a cheat build like this, whatever. My computer experience doesn't need to be brought into this. But, and then when I got my new computer and I could run the game, I did a series on it. A 1-part series. Realized I was really bad at the game, did not want to record playing it. I cheated and built a house. Said this is a good house idea when it was really shitty. I was just trying to pump out content. That was really bad of me. All right. Whew, I could have lost there. Thank God I popped the tire. But yeah, it was really shit video. The first one was like, I can't judge the first one too much because it was me trying to branch out and explore and play games I wasn't able to play no more. I also think when I did the series, I was still kind of laggy. I couldn't play the game until Chan sent me his old 750 Ti, so. But then about a little bit later after I did the 2-part series, I decided to play it some more. It got very lonely, and then I played it for about an hour with Chan, and he didn't seem to really get into it. And we ended up hiding on top of a water tower one night, and then one of us had to go, and we just never brought it up again, even though I was dying to play the game. So when me and Andy started the series together, it was like this whole new experience. I had seen shit I never thought about. I knew the basics, like the, reinforce your house. I helped get that started. I was like, buddy, we gotta do this. And like the whole series, I was just learning shit. And I was the bullet maker, the house builder. He was my chef, and it was a lot of fun. Just a whole lot of shit we got to do. Now, that guy's been tagged twice. me focus real fast here. Okay, he's dead. That car guy went around me. Okay, he's going that way. But like the whole series, it just felt right playing that series. There are some series that I start and it's like, this is another horror game. This is another series. This is more video. Now I'm not saying this. I'm not saying most like those videos are any less valuable than. Damn it! I'm not saying those videos are any less valuable than ones that I click with, but there are some videos that I start and I just click with it. Amnesia, I clicked with it. It was amazing. The Forest, I clicked with it. Outlast, I clicked with it. And there's some other series that I didn't click with, but they were just as good in my opinion. But it just felt right to do 7 Days to Die. I mean, we clicked with it instantly. We pumped out 42 episodes. I believe it was 42. It's either 42 or 47 episodes. And if you go to that playlist, it says season 1. We had 2 ideas. I had 2 ideas to do a season 2 on it. We plan on bringing it back. We originally started a versus game mode where we would play on the default world, which is kind of small, and we would pick this big city, kind of a big town, and we both live within a set block radius around it. That way, we would find each other. We couldn't have the time. We didn't have the time to like one build on top left corner of the map, one build on bottom right. Because even though the map is really small compared to the infinite randomly generated one, to us to try to make an interesting video for YouTube, there was no way. And the whole idea was that you would be watching my perspective and then you'd be watching his, but his computer couldn't handle the recording, so you were just going to watch my perspective. Whatever. Andy didn't really like the idea because I'm a lot better than him in video games. Back then I was better in all video games besides a slight few that he played more than I did, but like when it came to PUBG or Siege, 7 Days to Die, back then I was really good. Now he's gotten a lot better at shooter games and he's probably on par or better than me, especially in Siege. But basically what happened was I found a hunting rifle right at the beginning of the game, and then I found his base, which he could not find mine because I hid my base in some camouflage tent, and I had a lot of trees around me and things like that, and I had a pack of wolves near my house. They were literally guarding my house. They would never come for me. Andy got near my house, and they chased him off. And it was really just kind of like a total ass-kicking. And we didn't make it past maybe like a 40-minute recording of it. That could have been 2 parts. But it just, he did not like it, and I was like, I could not force that if he didn't like it. And then it wasn't even really that fun for me. Like, I want a versus to be a challenge. And so that idea fell, which is fine. And then we had the idea to do a mod. I got a mod installed for both of us, and I got it running on a server. And we got 3 episodes in. It added new guns, added new items, new stuff. And then, for those who don't know, 7 Days is highly unoptimized. I mean, so unoptimized. 42 episodes. The reason it ended at 42 episodes wasn't because we were bored. It's because I couldn't run it at 16 FPS. Another thing the 7 Days to Die developers need to focus on, which I'm sure they're focusing on with the new update. They've mentioned a lot of optimization patches, so there is hope. So we were like, you know, let's try something new. And it's like, you know, we get to like episode 40 something. We'll probably have to stop again with this series, but you know what? We'll make it work. We'll have fun. We'll play the game. So the game being highly unoptimized, you throw a mod in it, you're asking to get shit thrown in your face. Just saying. If you try that. So what did we do? We decided to put a mod in, and we got shit thrown in our face. More me than Andy. The words come back to me. The host, there we go. The host needs, I think, 16 gigabytes of RAM to run a server, or something like that. Something freaking ridiculous. That's what the developers have on their site. So, me having 16 gigs in total on my computer, and, you know, I lose like 2.5 to start up and things like that, and then I'm recording, which loses a little bit, not that big of a deal. Discord, and then I'm running the game myself. It takes 16 just to run the server, not run the game. I lag. And, throw a mod in that. First day, I'm at 50 FPS. We get around to the 4th day, we drop down to 30, 35. and I can't, you know, I could record a video, cap it at 30 FPS. Like my whole Far Cry series, both like Far Cry 4 and 5 that we've done series on, those are capped at 30 FPS. Can you tell a difference? Yes. Can you tell that much of a difference? Not really. So I can cap that at 30 FPS, not to worry about it. The only problem is I physically can't play 30 FPS without getting motion sick, and 30 FPS is just garbage. So sadly, that mod idea got thrown out the window, and I got really sad about it. So we've decided to put off 7 Days to Die until Alpha 17 comes out, and Alpha 17 is supposed to be a whole new game, and we might do a series. I'm not making a promise on it because with the way Andy's schedule's been and the way things have been going, I don't want to say I'm going to start a series and then we never get around to it. But if things go well, we might start a series on it and start season 2 of 7 Days to Die, which I hope we do. I really enjoy it. I've actually been craving knuckle crack. There we go. I've been craving a lot of 7 Days to Die recently, and I mean a lot. So much, in fact, that I bought my dad a copy of the game, and me and him have our own world in it, and I'm like getting him into the world. He's actually like hooked to it right now. And then me and my mom started a game, and I got her hooked to it. So I'm actually like juggling 2 worlds right now of 7 Days, and I've been getting plenty in my feel. But yeah, the game is really good. You know, I crave the game so much. That's how you know it's a good game. I'm willing to play 2 worlds, 2 different worlds. And that's hard, by the way. I'd be like, hey, I know we have this resource, and I know we don't. Oh, damn it, other world. Shit, I can't do what I want to do. Oh, no, don't get stuck. No, okay. So, but like, I love the game so much, I'll deal with juggling 2 worlds, even though it's a lot of stress, a lot of work. Because both my parents aren't gamers. My dad is, but not a fighting gamer. He's a Minecraft gamer. He played the shit out of Minecraft, and he plays a lot of Fallout. I got him hooked on Fallout. But like 7 Days to Die is a brutal game, and they can get pissed. I think I can get pissed. Oh, no. My parents can get pissed. My mom gets pissed, she yells. And that makes the dogs run. And it makes you flinch and things like that. It's like, oh shit. My dad gets pissed. It starts out where he's like, oh, fuck you, and things like that. But it's funny. He's not really angry. And then he gets kind of a silent, whatever, the shit is stupid pissed. And it takes a lot to get my dad really pissed like that. So when he gets pissed like that, he's like, oh boy, maybe we should go play something. Let's go play, Minecraft. Let's go play EDF. I got him hooked on that too. That was a classic we used to play. But yeah, that's my story of 7 Days and how I am an addict of it. I have been rambling for 52 minutes. Nearing 53 minutes. This is a vlog. This is just me talking. And honestly, I've enjoyed this video. I have. I really have enjoyed this video. This was something that, as I said, I should do this a lot sooner. I should have talked to you guys. I should have said something about the series. Because there are several series. Hell, I'll bring out another series that I know I canceled. This is an old one. You'd had to have been an original subscriber to like realize this series, because this series. Don't do that. Not nice. Stop that. Stop that. The series is Among the Sleep. Among the Sleep is a horror game where you play as a baby with a drunk mommy and divorced parents. And you play from the child's perspective of what he experiences in said situation. And from what I can tell, you go on this whole adventure with your talking teddy bear. And you like run from monsters and all this other stuff. And the moral of the story is like your mom was drunk and things like that, from what I remember. But I tried playing that game and recording on my old Intel Pentium like P3 something. I don't remember what it's called. It's an old ass CPU, dual core at like 3 gigahertz, maybe 3 megahertz. Did not mean to say gigahertz. You did not hear gigahertz come out of my mouth. I said megahertz. I know PC parts. I know what. Where the hell is that car coming from? Oh, there he goes. and with a integrated, no, I had a GT 610. I think that was a graphics card. I had an old graphics card. I still have that graphics card. I have that bitch in a anti-static bag down in my desk right now. I've held on to it for 5 years, I think. Like, it's ridiculous. Maybe not that many years. I don't remember. But it was an old graphics card. And I tried playing Among the Sleep on high settings. Ran about 19 to 20 FPS. I got 3 parts in, and I did not change the settings. I posted 3 parts of me playing it, and I kind of got disgusted with myself. And this was like my first year doing YouTube, and I felt like that was kind of like an eye-opener for me. It was that I was disappointed with the content I put out because it was genuinely bad content. That was something I should not have posted, and no one should have watched that because, you know, 20 FPS content, that's terrible. I can't help that it was 20 FPS content, but it's still, you know, for me, trying to be a good YouTuber for people, that shouldn't have been something I should have done. And I deleted all 3 parts. All of them just gone, never to be seen from again. And I got really sad about that because, like, that's kind of one of the main things that kind of got me started in horror games was that series. It was one of my first horror game series. It might have been my first horror game series. Now that I think about it, I have to check that now because I'm very curious. It wasn't the first horror video I've done, but I think it was the first series. Wow. But I do actually plan on going back. I have an above average gaming computer. I have a decent computer now. I got a 1066 gigabyte. I've got a 6700K, 16 gigs of beautiful RAM. Oh, I've got some nice stuff. So they released, I was playing the old version back then. This was before the new version came out. They released a new version called the Ultra Enhanced Edition or something, which I believe they did graphical changes, and they might have changed something in the story for all I know. I don't know, but if I can get the money saved up, I will buy it. It's like 25 bucks. And right now I'm focused on getting Christmas gifts. I like to buy Christmas gifts in October because depending on where I get them from, they get here a little late. Like I bought Andy's Christmas gifts. Yeah. Yeah, we're just gonna switch over Christmas gift talking because why the hell not? Andy, he got Siege Season Pass. And he got a mouse, a new Logitech mouse, so there's his Christmas. Chan, still picking out Chan's Christmas gift. I'm sorry. Oh, was I not allowed to take that car? Was I not allowed to run towards that car? Oh, my bad. We're almost at the 1 hour mark. I'll wrap this up. My dad, we're upgrading his computer. We're talking new graphics card. We're talking SSD. We're talking new case, new power supply, all that shit. My mom getting some cooking stuff. I don't remember exactly what I got. I got some really cool shit picked out. Chan, I know you're gonna watch this video. Not saying anything because I know he's gonna watch this video, so ha to you, Chan. I'm not telling you what I got you for Christmas, but you'll see it soon in 6 to 8 weeks maybe. I don't know. This has been my Let's Talk video. 58 minutes. I'll make my webcam bigger at one point in this little boring screen, so it's not just me talking with a black screen. This really felt good, and I hope you guys really enjoyed this too, because I really did. I talked for an hour. I probably talked more than I have in some of my actual Let's Plays, which is kind of sad. I've gotten a lot better at Let's Plays. I can't say that. I talk a lot now in my Let's Plays, but I really enjoyed this. It felt good to get a lot of stuff off my chest, and I like to say that I'm going to leave this at the end of this video. I'm going to leave as a better YouTuber and a better person because I'm going to be fully committing myself to these series. I know some of these series are something that I could not help that they ended, but it was my responsibility as the creator and the YouTuber to either A, try to continue them in any way and make it work, or B, tell you guys, you know, don't just drop at the hat, stop and be like, oh yeah, they're just no more videos are done. That's irresponsible of me. So yeah, I'm out of words to say. So leave a like if you guys enjoyed. Let me know what you thought down in the comments below. Subscribe for my content. I hope you made it to this part of the video, and I will see you in the next one.